always be with you.
very spoilt here on the Rietspruit Reserve. How awesome is that, guys? Right past the front of our truck. Look at that, everybody. They are just unreal. Okay, copy, thanks. I'll go follow up at Lowveld of South Africa then. Thanks very much, Sammy. Good afternoon, everybody. The Springboks are the world champions of the world! Get in! As you can see, very, very excited about the Springboks winning the Rugby World Cup last night. Also very excited to be out here with you all on the Rietspruit Game Reserve for a extremely windy afternoon game drive. It's literally howling out here at the moment. But we are carrying on nonetheless and very excited to try find some cats. Although it is very windy, it's going to be tricky. But we've just got a report now on the radio, everybody, that some of the pride we've seen at Lowveld of South Africa, one of the bigger water holes a bit further north of us here. So I think we're going to head that way. We'll start at the Boma. I want to go and just see if we get lucky enough to see the boys, the wild dog pack that are in the Boma. We'll start there and from there make our way up north towards Lowveld of South Africa and see if we have any luck with the lions. But very excited to have you all with us. For those that have joined us, let's have a look, see who's here with us at the moment. Good afternoon, Michael, Carol, Brandy, Barbara, Elsa, Jennifer, Mary, oh, I pushed the wrong button, Betty. Hello everybody, very excited to have you with us and very, very excited about the Springboks. Still can't believe it, to be honest. Quite a nail biter of a game. Massive respect to New Zealand, to the All Blacks. They put up a hell of a fight and they were down to 14 men. They lost their captain early on in the game to a red card, so that's a massive effort to keep it going all the way to the very end. But of course, super proud of the Springboks. Unbelievable achievement. First team to win it 4 times. Come on. So I'm braving the cold in my Springbok jersey because of the pride. Extremely proud of the team. And praying that the rain is going to stay away, everybody. It is looking rather ominous to the south of us right now. In fact, all around us there's quite a lot of cloud. Heavy cloud by the looks of things. So fingers crossed the rain won't bother us today. Who knows, maybe we're going to have a sneaky little leopard pop out for us this afternoon as well. That area around Lowveld of South Africa is quite productive for leopard too, so we'll see. But first things first, we'll head to the Boma. Every possibility we might bump into the cheetah males as well. They were seen this morning. They were on the southern fence line, apparently patrolling, going up and down, scent marking. They might have come in off the fence towards this main road that I'm driving on now Actually just going to quickly do a loop up along the fence here and just see, because they may have come all the way back west again. They of course are going to be highly strung in these strong windy conditions. They'll be terribly nervous with this wind, not being able to hear anything coming close to them. See, the elephants have done some work here. Just looking at the road now for tracks. It's amazing, with this strong wind, it's windswept everything. Going to be quite difficult to identify older tracks. Anything from sort of 2 hours ago will already be completely windswept. Won't be able to know how fresh it is. Looks like there are some tracks of the cheetah here. No, not cheetah, baboon. Yeah, just a couple baboons that have walked up along the fence line here. Phew, it's rather nippy out. One of the cheetah's favourite spots to rest is just up ahead on this next ridge. We'll just check that point and then I'm going to work my way back in towards the boma. Amazing. You'll see me doing a bit of stretching today during the drive, everybody. I've pinched a nerve in my back. I'm covered in bruises from head to toe. Could have sworn I was playing in the rugby match last night. And it's all just from excitement. You know, we were going a little bit crazy last night in the celebration. Just having a look at the disturbance in the soil here and the wet, stained soil. Looks like there was some giraffe that were fighting here. Yeah. A couple of giraffe were sparring on the fence here. I see Michael's made a comment about wanting to spot a little bee eater in reference to the colours of the springboks. That would be very cool and quite an achievement to spot a little bee eater in this weather, Michael. Those poor little things won't be flying around. They'll get swept all the way to Botswana if they were flying at this point with this wind. Jeez, listen to that. I hope it's not too noisy on the mic, everybody. Right, here we go. We're just coming up to this spot where the cheetah like to lay down, this little termite mound. It doesn't look like they are here today. They might still be further east of us, towards the eastern corner of the reserve, which is where Andrew left them this morning. But I wanted to just check this stretch because there's every chance they would have moved with the cool conditions today. Just quickly get the binoculars out and scan along the fence line here. something on the road, Basil. I don't know if you'll pick it up. Way up in the distance, just below the horizon. Looks like a cheetah, doesn't it? I think that's a cheetah, everybody. Aha! Well, there you go then. Success. We've spotted the cheetah. Quite a distance from here, everybody. I'm going to head off and go have a closer look. I'm about 99% certain that's a cheetah that we just spotted in the distance. Gee whiz, I might have to cover up the Springbok jersey pretty soon and put on the jacket. It's crazy out here. Before we get close to what we think is a cheetah, I'm just going to throw this jacket on now so I don't disturb them. That Jennifer's asking the question, has there been any word on the female wild dogs that we're hoping to bring to the Rietspruit? No recent update. The only update that I have for you is that they are still waiting on the genetics of a group of females that they're busy looking into bringing here, so hopefully we'll get some good news soon. Interesting. I'm just listening to an update now on the radio. One of my good friends who's a homeowner on Kai and Ndlovu was with the lions this morning here on Blaubank, and he said they were trying to kill a giraffe at Lowveld of South Africa, and apparently the giraffe had an injured back leg, but they were unsuccessful. So the giraffe managed to get away, and Jan, this friend of mine, left the lions sleeping. Lowveld of South Africa, lionesses, I think. Oh, look at this beautiful flower down here on the left, Basil. Just quickly stopping to smell the flowers, as they say. Beautiful little flower that's just started growing now, this time of the year, called the lion's eye. Very pretty. Orange. Amazing orange color. It's one of my favorite wildflowers that grows out here. The lion's eye. Isn't that beautiful? This amazing burst of color. Love that. It's the first one I've seen this season that's flowering. Right, onward to the cheetah, or what we hope is a cheetah. Almost certain it is. was chatting to Basil earlier about these cheetah and asked whether he thought they'd eaten. Basil wasn't sure, he didn't think so. So it'll be interesting to see now if they have eaten anything. They of course can take advantage of this strong wind. It'll help them in hunting, because their prey of course won't hear or smell the cheetah when they approach. Cloud of sand in our face there. Did you copy Andrew, Basil? Okay. Good afternoon, Rosemary. Good to have you with us. We're heading up to what we believe is a cheetah that we spotted earlier. We were about a kilometre back on the fence line when we spotted them, so quite a distance. We're very close now to where we saw what looked like a cat sitting upright on the fence line here. It's close to this big tree here in front of me. There you go, it is a cheetah. Amazing. Oh, a cheetah that's calling. That's concerning. That looks like the female cheetah. Is it? This cheetah's busy calling, everybody. Oh yeah, no, it's not the female. It's definitely one of the males. He's lost his brother again. And it looks like he's got blood on his face too. So they may have eaten something. And now you have to wonder, where's your brother? How did you lose him? Shame, man. Listen to that. Located one male cheetah on southern fence line junction Nyala Ruta. This animal's busy vocalizing, looking for the other male. Oh, that's always so worrying. Shame, you can see he's so worked up there. He does have a big fat belly, so they've definitely killed something today. And I just wonder that maybe while they were feeding, they didn't get spooked off of the kill. And that's why they've separated. Maybe something came in and chased them off their kill, and they both, went in opposite directions and scattered to get away from the other predator, and in so doing then lost touch with one another. Now what we do know is they have been separated many times before, the two male cheetah, and will find each other by doing exactly what he's doing now, by vocalizing like this. He'll obviously need to move around a lot if he doesn't get any response here. And what we do know is that they spend so much of their time here along this fence. Shame he's really worked up, eh? Sorry, boy. can imagine with this wind, everybody, how these calls are almost falling on deaf ears. He's going to have to be very, very close to his brother in order for his brother to pick up on these chirping calls of his. This cheetah's not going to get any sleep tonight with this wind, and especially being on his own, he'll be extra nervous. Incredible though for us to first of all see a cheetah, but to then see this behavior and see the calling and hear the calling. I don't know how much of the calling you can hear, everybody, with the wind, but you can obviously see that cat vocalizing constantly. Yeah, Michael, I would agree with you. I don't think the lions would have had a run-in with these cheetah today. I think we know that the male lions were found this morning on Kai and Ndlovu, and I believe the other 3 females are somewhere there with them, and then the 3 lionesses that were on Leadwood 2 nights ago are the ones that were hunting the giraffe around Lowveld of South Africa, all of which is a big distance from where we are today. So no, it's not the lions. Maybe they had a run-in with a hyena or a leopard. It must have been something like that. I can't imagine why they would have split up. Why else they would have split up? What other reason could there be? And judging by the fact that there's a bit of blood on his face, you can see his fat belly. They've definitely killed something today. Maybe when that happened, they got spooked. Well, he's certainly got the energy to do some scent marking. Jetting some urine up against that big marula tree, a tree they often mark. Right, let's see where he's off to. Beautiful, eh? It's quite amazing how well these cats blend in. Their camouflage is actually insane. Look at that, hey? Look how he quickly jumped up like that. That's because a twig or a branch is blown in the wind behind him and it spooked him. You can see how on edge this cheetah is. Being alone and separated from his brother, but also because of this incredibly strong wind that we have right now. My goodness. It's just got a mouthful of sand there. Lovely. Now the good thing is that this cheetah's on the move, so he's had no luck here. He's been calling repeatedly in this spot, and he's been here a while. I mean, this is exactly where he was when we spotted him 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So he'll now move on, and he'll just keep going up along this fence line until he finds his brother. You know, as I was saying before, they spend a lot of time on this fence, so I would imagine his brother's doing the exact same thing, probably just somewhere further up along the fence line here. Jennifer, that's a very good question. I don't know how fast the wind is right now, but it's fast. Let's see if my weather app tells us. It's currently moving at 35 kilometers an hour. The wind, it actually seems faster than that, to be honest, but the weather app says 35 kilometers an hour. Well, everybody, I know we had plans to go and touch base with the wild dogs at the Boma and to maybe go look for the lionesses at Lowveld of South Africa. But I think what I'm going to do is just spend a bit of time here. I'm very interested to see if he finds his brother. It'll obviously be an amazing moment if we're with him when he does. But this is just, you know, such a fascinating sighting, and having him on the move like this, also pretty cool. Shame. I'm dying to get up onto the next ridge, because once we're up there, you know, he might spot his brother. We might be able to spot his brother as well using the binoculars and the camera. Keeps looking back, glancing back to make sure that his brother hasn't popped up behind him. It's amazing, that cheetah's now 100 meters away from us, and you can still hear those chirps quite clearly, even in this wind. Michael's asked the question whether the female cheetah and cub have been seen recently. I'm not too sure, Michael. I haven't heard anything. It's been a good while. I see you've also asked the question, could something have happened to them? Well, I mean, yeah, that's of course always a reality for cheetah, particularly the cub. With all the other predators here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve, there is always a risk. Oh, there we go. Andrew's just come in over the comms and said that the cheetah and the cub were seen 2 days ago at the gate, not far from our camp, Michael, so there you go. They're fine. Fine for now. Right, so this guy's just stopped again. Going to do some calling here for a while, see if he gets a response from his brother. Just busy turning in my seat so that I can look behind me. Just want to see if I can scan up along the fence line here and see if I see his brother behind us. Not really. Got some trees in the way here. But what I think I am going to do, everybody, is I'm just going to quickly shoot up to this ridge ahead of us here. I just want to scan down the road from up top there and see if we can't see this guy's brother. And then we'll come back. We'll come back to this cheetah here. I don't think he's going to go too far from the fence. Let's quickly go scan and scout up ahead for this guy. Not that I can do anything, of course, even if I do see the other cheetah. He'd have to figure it out on his own. But it would be nice to know if the other male is up here along the fence. So let's just quickly get up onto this ridge and have a scan. Seeing any tracks on the road, although we do know with the wind tracks get swept away pretty quickly right now. Tracks here going the other direction of just one cheetah. Right, let's quickly scan from here. Can't see him. It's not to say he's not somewhere down there, you know, he might also be just off the road. But I can't see him for now. You see there is a set of tracks. There is a set of tracks here, everybody, of a cheetah going that direction. Just one. So maybe it is the other male that's gone that way. They might have missed each other. Oh dear, those clouds are looking more ominous to the south. Very, very dark skies to the south of us. Please don't rain. Well, you can rain, but you can rain in an hour and a half's time. Right, let's see if we can catch up with this male. Wonder if he's still sitting in the bush there next to that termite mound. Our cheetah has moved, everybody. Just gone past the point now where he was a couple of minutes ago. Something quite interesting on the road here that I just want to point out to everybody. So I can't remember how long ago it was, maybe 8 or 9 days ago. Now, can you see the carcass there? Yeah, this carcass is where the male cheetah had killed an impala 8 or 9 days ago, everybody. And yeah, just interesting to see how, firstly, nothing else has found the remains and eaten it, so no hyenas fed on the remains here, which they often would. But what's also interesting is you can see the damage that this cheetah did to the skull of this impala ram, this yearling impala ram. We were here, we watched it, we filmed it. It was incredible to watch as this cheetah fed on the head of this impala, getting out all the little bits in between, you know, the bones, getting in at the brain. I mean, look at that. Cleaned it out completely and managed to chew through the front of this impala's jawline, chewing through the teeth, so that cheetah might have even ended up with some teeth in its gut. Quite remarkable how powerful a cheetah's jaws are. I personally underestimated a cheetah's jaws, to be fair. I had no idea that they've, you know, fed on the heads of their prey. I'd never seen it before. A cheetah feeding on the head. Quite impressive. I was hoping we might have heard this cheetah calling again, but I don't hear anything. Jeez, it's howling. I'm quite surprised that this cheetah's moved into the tree line. It's moved away from the road. I thought for sure it was going to just stick to the fence line. It might still come back to the fence, this male cheetah. But what we'll do is I'm just going to turn around and take a drive in here where we last saw that male and see if we don't get lucky and pick him up again. Good afternoon, Valma. Lovely to have you with us. We did have a male cheetah here moments ago, and it has now on us one of our male cheetah that's separated from his brother, and he's frantically moving around and calling, trying to find his brother. They might have got disturbed on a kill sometime today, because the cheetah we had seen was quite full, had a bit of blood on his face, definitely eaten, and maybe while they were feeding on a carcass they got chased off by another leopard or hyena, and when that happened they've got separated. That's our best guess for the time being. But when we last had that cheetah, he was right here, just off the road. And now he's gone. I wonder if he didn't lie down somewhere close by here, take a break. So we're just going to go in here and have a look. He's not there. It's not where we left him. He didn't lie down right there. Jeez, look at these trees, almost buckling in this wind. Actually got to be quite careful that we don't drive under any big trees or too close to any big trees. Wind that's this powerful will be able to break the limbs off of these trees. Just found an interesting hole here that I wanted to have a quick look at. Hopefully nothing comes exploding out of it. Look at that. Wow, that is an awesome hole. Watch your leg there, Basil. There's flies buzzing around that hole, so something's living in here. Probably an aardvark. Aardvark would have been the animal that first created the hole, and it may have later been excavated by warthogs. Often have porcupines living inside holes like these, honey badgers. And as I was saying to Basil earlier, there were some flies buzzing around the entrance. Now that's always a telltale sign that something's in there. The flies are attracted to whichever animal's, sleeping inside the hole. And so you'll often see them buzzing around the entrance. No luck with the cheetah, however. Can't really go too much further north from here because the bush gets very thick now. But what I'm hoping has happened is he's maybe come into the tree line here and he's just moving the same direction he was moving earlier, heading east. So we'll just push through here, probably come back to the fence pretty soon as well, because he might have done the same, this male cheetah. There's a little dried up pan just up ahead here where I've seen these cheetah rest during the day. I wonder if this male is headed that way, towards this little pan. Here. Oh, Michael, little bee eaters. No ways. You're kidding me. Look at that. Basil's just trying to locate the little bee eater at the moment, everybody. It's not easy. They are very little. You've got to go further to the left, Basil. Yeah, look here. See this branch straight ahead. Go in there on that branch now. Straight ahead. There you go. Good job, bud. Just stay on that tree. He'll keep coming back to the same perch. Look at that beautiful little bird, everybody. Jackpot. It was amazing to see these little bee eaters active in this weather. It's just so cool that Michael had spoken about them before. They certainly are a fan favourite. I'm very fond of these little birds. And look at that, straight back to his same perch. So they'll often do that. They just sit perched for hours on one tree and then will just fly up and grab whatever insects they can see flying about above them. Bees being their most common prey, of course, but they do eat flies, they eat mosquitoes, they'll eat any other smaller little flying insects that they can get hold of. I've seen them feeding on moths before. Beautiful colours. And his mates come to join him there. Busy little birds. Look at how they bob their heads around as they search and scan for the movement of flying insects. They're going to struggle in this weather. Gee whiz. Good opportunity for us as well, just to sit here for a bit, enjoy the bee eaters, so that I can try and listen and see if I don't hear that cheetah chirping. And they're done. They've flown off. Can't see them anymore. Great work, Basil. That was a treat. Special little birds. Right, everybody, I cannot hear a cheetah chirping. So what I might do is I'm going to do a quick run to the corner, which is not far from here now, along the fence. I did mention earlier that we saw tracks of a cheetah going east along the fence line here. Could be his brother. Just quickly go check that corner. They often lie up in that corner of our reserve here, the male cheetah. So he might be somewhere around there. Just quickly do that run and then we'll turn around and come back and give it one last run past the point where we lost sight of this male. And you never know, by the time we come back, he may be back on the fence line again. Lost visual of that male cheetah. I think he's headed north, away from the fence line, a couple hundred meters east of Nyala Ruta. temperature's dropping quite rapidly now. Good news is that dark cloud has blown over the mountains and isn't headed this way anymore. The elephants were down here in this corner yesterday morning, so you never know, we might run into them again. You can see the signs of where they've been feeding here. I know they were here as well because my brother located them. Oh wow. Basil, try get this bird that's just landed on the ground behind us here. It's not one I see all that often. You see. Ah, there it is now, coming back to the road. See if you can get that. I know it's not going to be easy with this angle. A cinnamon-breasted bunting, everybody. Oh, well done, Basil. I don't know how many of you have seen this particular species of bunting. It's one that I don't see often on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. You usually get the orange-breasted bunting. They're quite common. Little seed eaters. That is fantastic. Cinnamon-breasted bunting. Well, they're still out and about, the birds, regardless of the weather. They've obviously got to eat. Very cool. I don't think I've actually ever seen a cinnamon-breasted bunting on this game reserve, and I've been driving around here for many years. Jennifer's asked the question, is it not possible for us to track the cheetah with his collar? No. The answer is no. We don't have access. We don't have access to his telemetry on that collar. Thought I heard a chirp there. I don't hear anything more coming from that direction. Sammy, how many of the females do you have there? Copy, thanks. One of the kind Lowveld guides has just located 3 lionesses on the eastern part of the reserve. I was just checking to see if they hadn't rejoined with the other 3. So the pride's been split up for a couple of days now. I'm sure they'll find each other pretty soon. They are getting closer together now. tracks of the cheetah here, but when they were still together. There's tracks of 2 male cheetah here, but going west, so the opposite direction, presumably familiar today. Right, we're just approaching the corner of our reserve now. Just busy scanning the horizon there. I don't see anything up there. I just want to get down into this next riverbed here, because I might be able to see more tracks there. The wind wouldn't have disturbed the tracks down in this dip. Certainly no cheetah tracks here. Interesting skull on the ground here. Just want to have a quick look and see what it is. Nice. Hard to say. Certainly looks like a herbivore though. You can actually see pieces of this carcass all over the place here. Lots of bones scattered everywhere. Not too sure who that belongs to. Judging by the teeth, it's a herbivore. Thought I'd heard an impala alarm calling. It's amazing though, when I cup my ears like that now, all I can hear is the wind blowing through the trees, and it's just so loud. Difficult for these cheetah to find each other in these conditions. There's no sign of them here. No tracks of cheetah along here, so I'm going to head back. Head back to where we last saw that cheetah and just see if he hasn't come back to the fence. Sammy, are you referring to the cheetah sighting that was on the southern fence of Blaubank?
Okay, copy. They were all together to your one.
Just one, Sammy, and I lost visual of that animal going north away from the fence just to the east of Nyala Ruta Junction.
Okay, copy.
Imagine we go back up along everybody and the two brothers are together. How awesome that would be. Maybe that is why we couldn't find him again. Maybe he heard his brother and he darted off in his direction. We'll give it one more go up past where we lost sight of him. Also take the next road where we first found him. There's a road that goes down towards the drainage line, towards the dry riverbed. He might come out somewhere along there. We of course have been gearing up today for the That's Wild show tonight, everybody. Looking forward to that one. A behind the scenes episode with myself and Brent. Should be a lot of fun. I hope you're all going to join us. We'll be going live at 7:15 South African time. Right, we're getting pretty close now, everybody, to that last position, last point of where we saw that male cheetah. Jennifer, I see you've asked the question about, do any of the big cats use trees to scan? Yes, indeed. They often do. Cheetah do it a lot. They often climb up into trees, particularly fallen over trees. They're not the best tree climbers, so they often choose trees that have been pushed over by elephants. Those are a little bit easier for them to get up into. But they can climb, an upright marula tree. I've seen them do it. And they will do that in order to then scan for prey and for danger. And then, of course, leopards are excellent tree climbers. They go up into trees all the time. And lions can do it as well. But again, lions not the best tree climbers. They're not built for climbing trees. They're a bit too bulky, a bit heavy. But they do it as well, every now and then. No cheetah along the fence line. We're very close now to where we had him earlier. Just now moving back to where we first found this cheetah. He may have turned back on himself and gone... Oh, here he is, right here. There's the cheetah. But still just the one male with the collar. Still calling and vocalizing for his brother. So there you go. He did turn around. He was heading back to where we first found him. He's still not had any luck finding that elusive brother of his. It's interesting that he's still very close to where we first discovered him earlier today. So he obviously is convinced that his brother must be close by here. And that would have me think that they probably made that kill somewhere close by here as well. Do you copy? We're just trying to figure out, was there a word of the week this week? You see how that cheetah's got his ears pinned back like that, trying to listen behind him, make sure that nothing's coming up from behind him. Obviously also trying to listen to see if he can hear his brother responding. Sammy for Gareth. One very anxious, nervous cheetah. Just lying down now, taking a break. You know, he's still got to digest that meal that he has inside his tummy. It will probably also be slowing him down quite a bit, that full stomach. Ah, there we go, Carol. We've just heard back from VM. The keyword for the week is lioness. There you go. It's a good keyword. I like that keyword. That's a nice angle you've got there, Basil. Look at that. Look at that cheetah now, everybody. How it's barely visible. Now that it's laid down in this long grass, when you look at it from this distance, it's almost impossible to spot. And of course that works in favor of the cheetah now when it rests so that other predators can't spot it. And that's exactly what this cheetah is going to have to do now. He's going to have to settle in for the night and go back at trying to find his brother in the morning. Cheers, Michael. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we'll see you a bit later. We'll catch up with you on the show. Just going to hang around here with the cheetah, I think. till the end of our drive and just see if he doesn't come right. Copy that, Sammy. I have relocated the male cheetah as well on the southern fence line. Still very close to Nyala Ruta. Still just the one male. Sammy, I was just letting you know I've located that cheetah again. Same position, southern fence line, Nyala Ruta.
Okay, copy, thank you.
I see Shanen's made comment that I need to show off my tracking skills and track down the other brother. Yeah, it's not going to be easy this afternoon, I'm afraid. Running out of time, running out of light. The wind is disturbing all the tracks. What I am keen on doing, however, is checking the next road that runs down towards the drainage line from here. That road is just up ahead here. Just 100 yards up ahead. This road cuts away from the fence and goes to the dry riverbed, as I was saying. I am keen to go and check that out because of Welcome back, everybody. Apologies, we had an issue with the YouTube channel, I believe, but I'm pretty sure VM has sorted it out. My goodness, it is cold now. Definitely wore the wrong attire for this game drive. So you'll notice that I've moved on. he's back still or brother. Road goes down the red and of gee whiz. Sorry everybody, just give me a moment. My microphone is trying to run away. Haven't seen any tracks yet. Okay, so there are tracks here. so difficult to tell. It does look like a cheetah going the opposite direction, going back to the fence. One set of tracks here. It's difficult to tell because of the wind. These tracks are very disturbed from the wind. I just want to get off the vehicle and have a quick look here. Shannon, I see you've asked the question, can I tell the two tracks apart? No. No, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. You know, they're the same age, their tracks are the exact same. I mean, unless one of them, breaks one of their toes, and then that toe, will register at a funny angle in the track. No, other than that, it's very difficult to be able to tell them apart. Almost cool. I didn't see any further tracks here when I got off the vehicle. Just going to check one last point up ahead here where the road splits. Otherwise, I think I might just quickly go back up to the fence and have one last look at that cheetah. Can't make out any clear tracks, although to be fair, such low light now. It's very difficult for me to see tracks. Right, let's quickly shoot back up to the fence, everybody. Have one last there before we wrap up this evening's drive. No, Andrew, miles away from there. Sure, I am frozen stiff. Actually starting to shiver. That's how cold it's got. Right, just back on the fence here again, everybody. Just going to move up to where that cheetah was lying down, see if he's still there. There he is. Still lying down in the same spot. I think this is where he's going to settle for the night, everybody. We have to wait for morning before he can keep up with his search. Now, I will be back out here tomorrow morning, everybody, and so I'll be coming straight back to this area to see he has found his brother. Hopefully we'll be able to find them together tomorrow morning. What you'll find is this cheetah will also probably now stop vocalizing, because we are close to nightfall. He'll know that this is when the lions and the leopards and the hyenas will get active, and so he'll want to stop calling so that he doesn't draw attention to himself. Yeah, still giving it a couple goes right now. You can see that big fat belly of his now that he's set up like that. Definitely had a big feed before they got chased off their kill. Yeah, Shannon, I'm actually still sick. Still on my antibiotics. So getting cold is not going to do me any favours, so that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Is head back to Hace, back to FC. Go find something warm to eat, and get ready for the show. Well, I know that we're all going to be worrying about this cheetah for the next couple of hours till I get back out here tomorrow morning. Hopefully he'll have a safe night, not get disturbed by too much, although I don't think he's going to get much sleep tonight with this wind. Going to be on edge the whole night. But hopefully he'll catch up with his brother in the morning, and then they can sleep the whole day away together. All right, everybody, I think we're going to leave him in peace, and we'll be back out here again tomorrow morning. Good luck, bud. Stay safe tonight, and we'll hopefully see you again tomorrow morning, hopefully with your brother. Such a privilege to come and spend an afternoon with a cheetah, that's for sure. Always grateful. See you tomorrow, bud. Right, homeward bound. Maybe we'll get a leopard on the way home, Basil. That would be nice. One last shout out to the Springboks. Well done, boys. Champions. Back-to-back champions. 4 times world rugby champions. Oh, that does make me very happy indeed. I'm sure my friend Brent, who I'm going to see very soon, is also going to be one very happy man. Probably still got a bit of a headache. One thing's for sure, I know that him and I both went big, both went large last night. It's my absolute pleasure, Connie and Shannon. It's been wonderful being out here with you again this afternoon. Thank you, Basil. And yeah, I'll hopefully see most of you soon on the show. It's just over an hour to go. Looking forward to it. Thanks to everybody else that joined on the drive this afternoon. Been a wonderful afternoon, and hope that you will all be out with me in the morning. We'll come back and search for the cheetah brothers. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again very, very soon.
We're very spoilt here on the Rietspruit Reserve.
How awesome is that, guys? Right past the front of our truck. Look at that, everybody. They are just unreal.